Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our long-running Zoom-in meetings. Tonight's theme and tonight's thematic that we're going to be talking about is alcohol and teens. More specifically, we're going to be talking about the effect that alcohol has on teens and maybe the good side, maybe the bad side. What is your opinion of it? We're going to, does it cause problems? Is it overall a good thing? Is it a problem that, someone should fix? All that stuff. So firstly, we have a new host or new co-host for this edition. So why don't you introduce yourself, Nemanja?
Hello, my name is Nemanja. The main thing I'm gonna talk about is I'm gonna support him with arguments that he may not point out. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Thank you. So I just wanted to get right in. I don't think we need any kind of introduction, especially when it comes to alcohol and the effect it can have. So for all of eternity, or for all of humans' history, drugs have existed, and ever since drugs have existed, they've all served a certain purpose, and they still remain to do so till this day. For example, I don't know, weed makes you feel a certain way. Cocaine makes you feel a certain way. Heroin makes you feel a certain way, and they all have very distinct things that they do, and that's what they're meant for, and that's what they're used for in today's society. But with alcohol, I feel like maybe this is subjective, but I have not found a person that can point my argument down. With alcohol doesn't really serve a purpose. The purpose of alcohol is to put you away from reality, to slow your reality down, and the way you react to that change is the way that you're going to react to alcohol, which in my opinion is pretty stupid, especially when you see that alcohol is so addictive and so easy to find and so prevalent in today's society. And that is where I wanted to tie in with teens using alcohol. I'm pretty sure you all know the amount of advertisements there are for alcohol, especially beer and vodka, on TV. And talking about that, I have a article that I wanted to read to you. It's a pretty long article, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. But basically, the summary says that modeling alcohol consumption shows, or like studies that followed modeling alcohol consumption, show that those, I guess, kids, we can call them kids, in 7th grade, who were exposed to a lot of alcohol advertisements, whether it was beer, vodka, whatever, just alcohol drinks in general, were 60% more likely to have a alcohol addiction in 10th grade. So 3 years after that, those who saw advertisements were 60% more likely to have an alcohol addiction. And also, those that saw alcohol advertisement in 7th grade, they had a 55% higher chance of actually becoming alcoholics for life. So my main point is, I feel like alcohol is extremely popular and extremely prevalent, and it is impossible to shut down and to completely ban. But I feel like its use should be it should be much more regulated and much more prohibited in young adults and teens especially. The reason being, first of all, let's not even talk about addiction. Let's not even talk about addiction, because I know you all know how big of a problem addiction is, especially in young teens. But let's talk about maybe the more, I guess, hidden aspects of alcohol consumption at a young age. Let's talk about the fact that alcohol can lead to a lack of social skills, right? And this is a question that I wanted to ask you in general. Do you think that alcohol has a bad impact on social skills of people of all ages, especially teens? What is your opinion of that? Nemanja, you can start, and then we'll go.
Okay, so the main problem is that young teens, let's say in one survey, the 66% of 14 to 17-year-old kids did not have full serve of alcohol. That makes that 44% used the alcohol premature, illegal use of alcohol. So let's say by that, this isn't something that we should do. The things should not take alcohol at all.
The main thing, alcohol is available in every state, and teenage guys, girls, everyone can buy alcohol at any time, and there is no restriction of buying in, I don't know, any of the states, especially ours.
Yeah, true.
That's all the cause of the alcohol, because when we drink alcohol we get loosey and we get, I don't know, out of control. We don't think rationally, and when you try to do something, you get really emotional, and everything you hear or anything that other people say to you, you can get it in the wrong way, start a fight, or that's a really good question for us, because when we get older we consider alcohol only a drink, like you don't drink alcohol for nothing.
Yeah, that is true, and that is one question that I also wanted to ask everyone here.
Sorry, can you let me point something out? Dimitri said that the youngsters use alcohol to just improve their emotions, to improve their actions. To stick them out. So I think that is the major problem. The teens are abusing alcohol to point out emotions that they cannot point out while sober. I think that is the major problem here. That is the biggest problem that that is upon us.
I agree.
That's why kids drink alcohol.
I agree, and
so they can express their feelings to the girls they like or anything else.
Yeah, I guess the thing is, I guess you mentioned those uses, but I also have two extremely big uses that have been prevalent in my communities, in my circles, my social circles. First of all, in young teens, this is not a super objective case. This is not everywhere, but this is very common. Mostly, alcohol is a habit, as in kids, I will call them kids, but we mean teens. Kids have a habit of drinking alcohol, and why would I come to the party if there's not going to be any alcohol? Why would I go out if we're not going to drink alcohol? And it turns into a habit. It turns into a reason to not go out if there isn't alcohol.
Alcohol is very tasty.
Yeah, I agree. So, and then another use we have is kids, especially kids, use it to gain confidence, because kids, they're kids, and their personalities are not fully developed yet, so they don't have a basis on which to be confident, on which to feel confident. So they use that as a way to gain some motivation,
social confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's bad, because if you can't speak with girl, if you didn't drink alcohol before that, you really, I don't know, it's very bad. Yeah, you're right about confidence.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the main reasons why kids use alcohol, especially kids, because they're all about hooking up and
Yeah,
maybe
but
talking to girls.
I think that's not
not
necessarily
so wrong.
true. I think that it's more about peer pressure, because when you're young, you want to be older, you want to be 18 so you can drink alcohol legally, right?
Yeah.
I think it's more of they want to feel like they're older when they're not.
Yeah, that there is a
And peer pressure.
Yeah, there is a
The thing about girls and social confidence, that's just in those specific situations. But overall, broadly, I think it's mostly because of peer pressure and wanting to feel older.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know about you, but I feel like peer pressure has really lived down. Like, it's not as bad as it was before, because now there's there's a much bigger level of social consciousness, and there's a much bigger level of just awareness in general. Yeah, and so I feel like people have gotten tired of, being like, oh, you have to drink or else, I don't know, we're not going to be friends with you.
And it was crazy because
let's be true. It's better with alcohol. Let's be real. It's better with alcohol. That's fact.
Well, I mean, look at us this way. If you drink alcohol and you drink too much, you will ruin your night, and you're gonna be stuck in the bathroom puking and not giving anyone else.
You're gonna ruin someone's time.
You're gonna ruin your time. You're gonna ruin your time. You won't have fun. You're just gonna be stuck
Okay, but
there.
don't drink too much. And
But it's easy.
I think it's fine to drink, just
better
don't
with alcohol.
get
That's a
drunk,
fact.
because what's the
better.
point of getting drunk?
Yeah, but it's easy to say don't drink too much, but when you're a kid and you're not experienced enough to know how much is too much, then that's a problem. And since we're talking
Well,
about,
you get drunk once, you figure out what's your tolerance, and then you don't repeat it.
I would agree, but we all know a bunch of our, maybe not friends, but a bunch of our, a bunch of people we know, they just get drunk every time, and they get smashed.
That's sad.
yeah, that's idiots. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
pray for
I would agree. I would agree that they're idiots, but maybe they're just, maybe they're just.
But there's people who just get get drunk just to get drunk.
Some people have find some kind of a resolution in drinking alcohol or doing drugs. It's, I don't know, it's something they feel good about. You cannot do something, and the way you can escape it is either work on it and make yourself able to do that, or you can drink alcohol and forget you could not do the task you wanted to do previously. And
I think the part of the thing why people drink, you never drink alone, or almost never. You drink with people, right?
That is true.
And I think that people drink just because they want to fall into a certain category, into a group, so they can socialize more.
I would definitely recommend drinking alone. It's so fun. Like having rose wine in the morning.
In the bath.
Yeah. In
With
the bath, yeah.
With
The
roses.
jacuzzi bath.
With rose petals in the water.
I don't have jacuzzi because I'm poor, but I love rose wine. So yeah.
Can you believe that? Can you believe we don't have a jacuzzi?
I mean, it's not bad drinking alcohol. We're all, I mean, we're still kids, but we're definitely older than, I'm quoting, younger kids.
I mean,
We're somewhat
you
young
see,
adults.
Kids.
Young
Define
adults
kids.
is the right term.
When we were 13, we were playing Minecraft servers, and 13-year-olds today are doing cocaine. So
Yeah.
define.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
Dimitri
Well,
is
it's
still
not,
playing-
but,
Dimitri is still playing
very
Minecraft. Please
true.
don't.
I mean, they're
don't.
not doing cocaine, but they're
Smoking.
not. They're trying to be adults, but they're just got out of diapers. So
And you did that. You did that when
sorry
you
to
were
this
13.
man.
in a bad way. In a bad way.
Yeah.
I think like the thing didn't change much. It's just your perspective. When you were 13, you didn't see yourself as someone who wanted to be more socially. I don't know how to say it.
Accepted.
Yeah, to be
guys,
socially accepted.
Still, guys, you have a bad day in school, and you go to the party, and for real, alcohol will relax you. That's a fact. That's
Well,
Yeah,
I
that
have
is
like anxiety, so like when I'm at a party, I always drink something just so I can relax, and then I make a mess.
Yeah,
that
like,
is
that
true.
is
That
the
is
It's
problem
good.
here.
You
That
know,
is
you
the
drink,
main
you just
problem
wanna.
of the topic.
But that's what I'm saying. You have to drink in moderation. You take like I drink like 2 or 3 glasses of rose wine, just enough. I relax and then I have fun.
Okay, that's
And I don't
normal.
get-
Yeah.
And I don't feel sick after. I feel bliss. It's so great. But if you get like, I don't get the point of wanting to throw your guts out of your mouth later on. Like, what is the appeal? I don't understand.
Well, the thing is, I completely agree with taking alcohol in moderation. I guess that applies to every single drug and every single thing in life. But the thing is, you said when you go to a party, you drink alcohol and you're more relaxed, and that is a fact. That is absolutely a fact. But what I wanted to say is, from a perspective of someone who doesn't drink alcohol, I don't think I don't have experience with alcohol. I have a lot of experience with alcohol, and that is the reason why I do not drink it anymore. From a perspective of someone who doesn't drink it anymore, why is that necessary? Why is it?
It's not
For
necessary.
me, it's
but
necessary because I don't like do well in settings where there's people I don't know. So, for example, it's a friend's 18th birthday party, and I go there. I know like 10 people, but I don't know 50 people, and then my anxiety kicks in, and I have a panic attack. So to not have a panic attack, I would rather just take a few sips and relax. It's beneficial to me because if I don't do that, I'll have to take Xanax, and I'm not trying to be high out of my mind anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
So like,
That is actually a good reason, but
yeah,
But
it helps.
that is the
it
most
helps.
common reason. The
true. And
drinking.
the
But
problem
Some
is,
people get too relaxed and then they like make a mess.
Yeah, why
on
do you
relaxing.
need to use something to make up for your laws, I can say, for something you cannot do on your own at the point? That's what I pointed out earlier. You can work on yourself. I mean, somehow you can think you can go see a psychiatrist, or you can drink alcohol and do not pay the professional guy who will help you better than the alcohol will.
I mean, if you learn to have fun without alcohol, you can do whatever you want at any party, talk to anyone, flirt with anyone. You can do absolutely anything you desire, your heart desires. So
That is the scary part. Because people
wait.
will, like,
When you drink alcohol, everything is funny. For example, you said, I don't know, you say cat, and that's normal. You say something about one animal. But if you're drunk and you hear the word cat, you will probably laugh. I don't know, for example, and that's funny, and that's okay.
yeah, that is true. That is true. That is okay. But the thing is,
Things that are not funny will be funny when you will be drunk.
that is true.
that depends on the person.
well,
Also,
yeah,
it's okay
no,
to
no,
try
no.
alcohol, but if you know your
I do
reaction,
not
and
appreciate.
if you know if it's a
people
bad
who are-
reaction, you should not drink.
Yeah, that's factual.
I do not appreciate people who are only fun when they're drunk, because like those are like the worst people.
Well, the
'Cause
thing
if
is, that's what I wanted to tell you about. There is, believe it or not, I'm sure you know about this already. There's a lot of those people. There is a lot of those people, of those kinds of people that are at their best while they're drunk.
Well, they
Yeah,
think that they're at their best.
Well, the thing is, they actually are at, well, obviously not, but they act their best.
Obviously, you're loosen up when you have alcohol, so you appear fun because you're down to do anything. But that's not like, if you're not like that when you're not drunk, then that's not actually, because anybody's down for anything when they're when they're drunk.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's not actually you. If you're actually a reserved person, but then you drink alcohol and you become social, you're not actually social. You're just drunk.
Exactly, and
But I
that's
think
not good. That's not good because it
And
makes
second of all, if you are something and you should work on yourself to bring that out of yourself instead of relying on alcohol to bring that out of you, because then it's gonna bring vomit out of you as well, and that's not gonna be fun.
Exactly, and that's what I wanted to say. For example, the thing is that doesn't really happen anymore. We're not 12 or whatever, but I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with this situation. We go to, for example, class trips, and we all go to, like, the last day we usually have a party, or last night we have a party, and we go there, and it's usually like everyone sits wherever they can, and it's usually guys talk to guys, and girls talk to girls, and that's it. That's the social situation that they have. And then if they get drunk, then they start mixing and talking to each other and whatnot. I'm pretty sure we
Out of 12?
Not 12, I over-exaggerated.
Some people might have an excuse in alcohol, like do something stupid, say something stupid, and they can just back it up like, oh, I was drunk, I do not remember what I told you, sorry. And
Yeah, exactly.
act like nothing happened.
So
That's
I
what's
wanted to
scary,
ask-
but that's why I never got drunk. I do drink every time, but I never get drunk.
Yeah,
because
but you do
it's
not
a
have
scary
to get
thought
drunk.
to
You can
not-
just act like you're drunk,
I know, that's why
you
I
can
don't.
get,
But, like, I know I don't have to. That's why I don't.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it's scary because what is this is my question. What is appealing about not being able to control what you say, do, feel, think? Like, what is appealing? That is so scary.
but you just said it. You just said
There's
it.
no
You are
point.
not.
There's no
You
point.
cannot feel. You cannot understand, and
Exactly.
that's all. That's all you had. You had.
Yeah, exactly. So
But
I wanted
I
to.
don't understand the appeal.
I
of
wanted
that.
to ask some of the girls maybe, because I'm pretty sure while our opinions are pretty similar, I'm pretty sure there will be some, differences when it comes to girls' experience with alcohol versus boys.
I know my friend. She is obviously a girl, so like, girls who drink alcohol are especially like vulnerable because there's men that are pure garbage.
True.
Like,
Okay,
they
wait.
will take advantage of drunk women because
I
they're-
think that the girls drink less than the boys, and girls in some way maybe, I don't know, calculate how much to drink, and
Yeah, I agree.
Because they want to be confident, and women try to to be seductive, like to make guys more interested.
Yeah,
that's
is
just
true.
Thursday night. Though.
Joanna wanted to say
You
something.
wanted to say something?
Who?
Wait. Joanna. Wait. I accidentally muted her. I'm
Hi.
sorry. Hi, I
It's
accidentally muted you, sorry.
No problem. I think it's more of an individual problem, and I think girls in this modern age, they can drink as much as the guys. It just doesn't matter if it doesn't matter what gender they are. But I think most of them calculate how much they drink. They are more conscious because, to be honest, let's face it, when we're drunk, are in more danger
Yeah,
than the boys.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
said.
why we're much more conscious.
There is a whole song. The girls just wanna have fun.
Yeah, about
Antelope Pair, oh my god, I love that song.
I don't agree. I agree and disagree. I think there is more of a certain type of danger. I think that when guys are drunk or drink more, they're also in danger, but in a different kind of danger, right? They may
like what?
pick a fight, right? They may pick a fight.
Well, would you rather
get
be
beaten,
punched
right?
or raped? Tell me.
Rape is not happening that often, so
Yeah.
Happening, but we just don't know it's happening.
Yeah.
Well,
Really
and
happening.
It is a
especially
shame.
we're
It
in
is a shame
Serbia,
to
so,
admit
like,
that someone
ain't
raped
nobody
you
talking
on a
about their
party.
experiences, because I remember there was this girl who got raped, and it was in the news, and Jesus, everybody was shaming the hell out of her, calling her inappropriate names.
Okay.
And it was just like, Jesus, why would you do that? Like, your first reaction to hearing somebody getting assaulted is making fun of them, and that's what people do in Serbia. So nobody's coming out with their cases and experiences, so that's why you don't hear about it, but it does happen pretty often.
That's
Yeah.
why it's not the point getting drunk. Why are you getting drunk? You're getting drunk only because you have lack of confidence, and that's the only reason you're getting
One
drunk.
thing-
Or
One
being
thing
or-
goes into
People just
another. Like,
want
you can't
to-
just say, well, why did you get drunk? Like,
or being sad.
If-
People drink alcohol of being sad. That's the way they will express their feelings, and that's a way of their relief, lack of stress.
Yeah, that's they use
the vibe in the moment.
yeah
And
they
that's
use
the only
they
that's
use
the only reason why people drink alcohol. That's the only main reason why is alcohol getting drank so much. That's the
yeah,
only,
that is true. People use alcohol as a way to fill something in that they don't already have in them.
a
That is true.
sadness, hole of sadness.
Yeah, or well, a
they
hole of
don't have
happiness.
alcohol poisoning in them.
I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that-
Exactly. Well, that comes as a bonus, I guess.
bonus.
Yeah.
Getting drunk.
But I'm
It's-
pretty sure we can all agree that alcohol is purely used to fill a hole in something. For
I
example,
mean,
To make up
If you-
for something. that
not
you
always,
like.
Yeah,
but a
exactly.
lot of the times. For
well,
like,
not obviously not always.
some people just drink. They're like, there's people who do like just say, okay, tonight I'm just gonna drink and have a little fun, and that's fine. Like, but there's also people who are say, I'm gonna get drunk to forget that my wife left me, and it's there's different reasons.
Yeah, exactly. And since we're talking
But
about
that's not
alcohol
being
with
excused.
teens,
Can I
since
make
we're-
a point?
Wait, since we're talking about alcohol with teens, it's much more common for teens to use it as a way to fill something in rather than, just having complete confidence. So, okay, tell us really quickly and then we'll have to end it because the meeting is about to expire really soon.
Can I? One thing is,
Yeah, just say
for
it.
certain, we boys are mostly gamers, and we game. And when we play games, we're playing it either for fun or to get out of this world and be in our world just gaming and forgetting all about our problems. That's the same with alcohol. You drink it to forget your problems or to have fun and get drunk and get wasted and be deluded and make a lot of stuff you shouldn't do when you're sober, and that's the exactly same thing as gaming.
Yeah, you're right. It is the same thing with gaming. But the thing about alcohol is, I feel like alcohol is not okay even in the slightest as a tool someone uses to run away from the problems. I feel like that is a very bad use of alcohol if we're talking about any use of alcohol in general. So I guess the conclusion we can draw out from all of this is alcohol has some good sides, some bad sides, but overall it is a very bad thing, especially when it comes to it being consumed by teenagers and people who are not fully, I guess, grown and fully matured yet. So I guess that concludes this evening's meeting, this week's meeting. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. I will hopefully see you all, even some more of you, in the next episode of Zoom In next week. And yeah, thank you all for coming. Goodbye.